great to have with us an old friend, Mike Lucey, who was on the show in the past in his capacity as a lead member of the staff at Discover Central Massachusetts. About a year ago? About a year ago. Mike went to work for a couple of companies that
both clients
at Discover Central Mass and the Chamber of Commerce. And some might call you the luckiest man in America. You spend half of your time working with a new beer company, a craft brewing company with a very specialized focus here in Worcester, Greater Good. They've opened up a tap room, which is jam-packed, exciting. Why don't we start with Greater Good? Tell us what you're doing with there.
You're absolutely right. I'm very lucky. A lot of things happened this past year that might have said otherwise, but now I can't drink beer, but I'm selling it. So. But anyway, Greater Good is doing extremely well. Our first quarter that we opened up in Worcester, based on the previous quarter, we were about 424% increase in volume sales for beer, which was not as expected as we thought. We knew we were going to do well, but to see that much growth just by opening up in a little bit more densely populated area proved to be the right idea. So after that, there was a high demand throughout the whole state, and we've been distributing now throughout the whole state. We went just from Western Mass and Central Mass to now covering the North Shore, South Shore, the Cape. And obviously, everybody down there loves the high alcohol.
And you're working with a great team and a great owner. Maybe you can.
Paul Wengender is one of the main reasons that attracted me to this label. He's much more than just a beer guy. His background, as you know, is in biotechnology, and he's had a big impact in the area for a while.
And Paul Wengender started a company, Lake Pharma, life sciences biotech company at Gateway Park. Very successful, growing company. Small batches of pharmaceuticals and new processes. They were bought out by a large company, Lake Pharma. And Paul said, if I can make small batches of pharmaceuticals, and
you got that right.
I can make small batches of beer.
Yeah, it's a great American success story when you think about it. The guy worked so hard at what he did and what he was passionate about, was able to actually sell his business, and then he was doing what he actually loved as a hobby, and now that's a business. So it's an amazing story, and you can tell just talking to the guy that he impacts everybody that he comes into.
And I think also Paul Wengender has an appreciation for a place like Worcester and all it has to offer. Ithaca native, I believe.
Yeah, he's an upstate New York guy. I don't hold it against him too much, but he is down and dirty Worcester guy. Like, he loves hockey, he loves being with the guys, and I think that's probably also because he has 3 daughters. So
a little balance in your life is a good thing. The other company that you get to work for is a growing sport, disc golf.
Yes.
Maybe you could talk a little bit about disc golf.
Another client that we had, Maple Hill Disc Golf Course. One of the first meetings I had actually at Discover Central Mass was with Steve Dodge, who is the co-owner and current Disc Golf Pro Tour director. This course I knew about when I came back to Worcester, but I didn't realize the impact it had in the overall sense of the sport. It's a top 10 course in the country every year. All the pros, the best players in the world come here, and they say that's their favorite course. So I'm very fortunate, very lucky to be there. In my first year there, we had highest sales we've ever had. We had a lead musical act at our Pro Tour event, most views on YouTube for their event. It was an exciting place to be at this year, and it was, for me, it's like a hobby, it's a passion, it's a sport that I'm into, and to be working in it, I'm just really fortunate.
And it's just as it describes. People, our viewers, have probably watched golf, played golf. Disc golf is the same idea, but with a frisbee.
Absolutely.
And a very kind of weighted frisbee.
Same
and
concept.
You're trying to put the frisbee in not a hole like golf, but
it's a basket.
Yep.
And on these actual baskets at our course, what we're doing now is we're selling sponsorships. So businesses, they got to know we have thousands of people coming through there every day. They see their business name on there, they're going to go there and spend money at that place. And our place is full of consumers, just like the craft beer world. They're almost one and the same. I can't even tell you, several thousand people came through this summer saying they came to Central Mass for craft beer and to play disc golf. And I was just like, well, I happen to work at both. So it was a great plug, for both.
And Maple Hill, is that still a working farm?
Yeah, well, it's a Christmas tree farm.
Tree farm, right. So we have more farms in Worcester County than any other county in the state.
That's where I got my Christmas tree.
But a lot of farms are looking to, diversify, do things a little bit different, and throw some twists agritourism, and this is it.
This is a perfect example of that. And the other owner besides Steve Dodge, Tom Southwick, he's the one that lives there on the property. He never thought in a million years that this is what he was going to be doing at this point in his life. He just thought he'd inherit the tree farm, and that was it. So it's exciting that it's bringing a whole new chapter to their lives as well.
And for our viewers, I mean, this isn't just somebody locally. You've got people coming from across the country to participate in these tournaments.
Well, and actually, we attracted one of the best in the world. This guy named Simon Lizotte. He's from the country of Germany, and he's the current European champion. He's a top player in the world. It just how happens that he was dating someone that was from Shrewsbury, or living in Shrewsbury, going to school here, and now he's living here full time, and Maple Hill is his home course. So we're getting people from all over the world, and it's really taking off. The sport's parallel with craft beer right now. It's going, and it's here to stay.
It's growing. So just on Maple Hill, to stay with that for a minute, average round of golf, how many hours of disc golf?
It's much more affordable. So at our course, it's actually only $10 to play as many holes as you'd like during the week and on the weekends for most of the year. Now, a lot of courses that got started up don't have an official pro shop, don't have an official layout and everything, so it was just sort of like a free sport, or maybe you donated a few dollars to the local Department of Public Works that would clean up the course. We actually have a full staff. We're dedicated to keeping that course groomed like a professional golf course that you'd see on TV.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
9 holes, 18 holes?
We have 18 holes, and there's 4 different layouts on the 18 holes. So you can have a beginner layout where people that can come in, never play the sport, actually learn how to play. And you have pros on the pro layout go there and have a really hard time at doing well. So it's
handicaps, the whole thing.
The whole thing. Yep. It's amazing. We got to get you down there sometime.
Right. And you probably don't need carts and
and
bags.
This is you're going to take a nice walk through the woods. The longest course we have there is about 8,600 feet total. But it's a good couple miles. You're walking. You're outside. It's good recreation, breathing the fresh air.
And I want to make sure location. We say.
Yep. That's in Leicester, Massachusetts, right up the street from the airport, on the other side where I live, on 132 Marshall Street. So.
Right. For some people in Worcester, on the way to Hot Dog Annie's, right?
That's right, Hot Dog Annie's. We push people there all the time, but actually now we're selling hot dogs at our place now too. So we're
there you go, and you're selling sponsorships.
And
You've got the pro shop.
Yep.
And
we're applying for a liquor license right now too. So hopefully we'll have Greater Good beer at Maple Hill soon. I'm trying to do it all, man.
One-stop shopping.
Yeah.
The taxi cabs and Ubers,
That's right.
And lifts right outside,
That's right.
as well as town cars from some of our local members. We got 2 minutes left. Tap room at Greater Good, located.
Yes, 55 Millbrook Street, from grain to glass, from Worcester, Mass. That's our saying, and it's premium craft beer. It is not just a label that we're trying to sell, this Greater Good movement. This is a place where everybody in Worcester can come now and hang out, whether you have kids or if you're single or if you have whatever. You can go there and enjoy yourself and be able to do that after a hard day's work, which we think everybody should be able to do.
Some light food available.
Yeah,
as well.
The menu's expanding every month. We have a brand new chef there. He's doing a great job.
And one of the great logos that I think characterizes North America and New England, right?
That's right.
I know people can see it here.
It's the moose.
The moose, Greater Good.
Life is Greater Good.
And give us the significance of the...
Sure. Well, inspired, evolved, imperial. Greater Good is America's first imperial brewing company, all imperial, which means 8% and higher for the alcohol beverage volume per content. And the moose, our symbol, is the largest land mammal in North America, and that stands for permanence and strength, and that's kind of what Paul embraces. Our first beer was Greylock, after the highest peak in the state. So again, we're trying to hit home with that.
Massachusetts,
That's right.
and Imperial is the higher alcohol content.
Yes.
But if you want to go and have more than one, you have session beers,
That's right.
which are the traditional.
Which leads us to our next venture right now. We're in strong negotiation talks right now to hopefully open up a Nano Brewery in the Red Sox district in Worcester very soon. It's called Sole Purpose Brewing Company. That's lower ABV beer. That's session beers. That's beer that people can drink all day long and not have to worry about calling an Uber. And that's very important so that everybody can enjoy their beer.
Got it.
Yep.
Well, good stuff. And if people want to learn more about either one,
absolutely.
Websites?
We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Twitter. Greater Good Imperials is the tag on all those, and Maple Hill Disc Golf is the tag for that.
Outstanding. Well, Michael, good stuff.
Thank you very much,
Luckiest man
Tim.
in America.
Much
with us.
appreciated.
Good to see you.